friends, I'm Seema Sunil and I'm back with yet another video which could be of your help. Everyone can get angry at some point in our life. We are told that we should not get angry. Well, anger is an emotion just like happiness and sadness. But when anger gets out of control, it turns destructive. So it is important that we control our anger. Let me ask you, why and when do you get angry? When your opinions are not appreciated or when you lose patience? Or is it when you are disrespected or treated unfairly? And now let me ask you, how do you handle your anger? There are 3 ways to it. Express, suppress or calm down. Expression is the act of conveying your anger. It ranges from a reasonable, rational discussion to a violent outburst. Suppression is an attempt to hold in your anger and possibly convert it into more constructive behavior. Calming down is when you control your outward behavior and your internal responses by calming yourself and letting your feelings subside. Ideally, you will choose constructive expression, stating your concerns and needs clearly and directly, but without hurting others or trying to control them. The first thing about anger management is to understand what causes the trigger. Let me share 5 situations and you can think which situation triggers anger for you. Situation 1. When someone overtakes you from the wrong side or keeps honking during heavy traffic. Situation 2. Your boss does not agree to what you say. Situation 3. Your partner keeps calling you when you are busy at work. Situation 4. Your friend makes you wait for half an hour. Situation 5. All of the above. I would say, rather than managing the anger, what we should learn is to manage the situation which causes the anger. Here are some tips for you. Walk away from the situation. There could be instances when you feel your blood start to boil. Avoid storming out or walking out when they are in the middle of saying something. You want to calmly exit the situation without further upsetting them. Tell them you are not going to continue fighting. Excuse yourself and it's time to walk away. If you're fighting with your significant other, you could say, I don't want to fight right now. I'm going to the other room. If you're fighting with someone you don't know, tell them, I have to go now. Have a nice day and leave. If you're fighting with a friend or a co-worker, be straightforward with them. Say, I'm going to go. Let's talk about this later. Step into another room or a hall or get a coffee. You will feel much better. However, it is not possible to walk away always. In such situation, assert yourself, expressing your feelings calmly and directly without becoming defensive or emotionally charged. Think about a situation where you receive an email and the content makes you angry. Someone is blaming you and you are being questioned. You immediately respond, mostly in bold red font, showing all your anger, and there begins the mail war. Am I right? Now, take a deep breath, have some water or even take a quick walk, and then respond. You would realize that you have drafted a much more sensible reply. When you take deep breath, it tells your brain to calm down. Your blood pressure will lower and so will your heart rate, allowing you to see, feel and react more clearly. By doing this, we have delayed the response, which changed from the instantaneous response to an empathetic and logical response. Try to stick to I statements. When you're angry and you use sentences starting with you must, you didn't, you need to, and so on, it sounds like you're being commanding. Try to avoid criticizing or blaming as this increases tension. Be respectful and specific. Whereas if you use statements starting with I, as in I think you should, I'm sad you did this to me, you will let the other person know you're feeling strongly about the issue. People at times underestimate how hurt or angry you are, so it's useful to say exactly what is going on for you. making the situation appear neither better nor worse. Instead of saying you never helped me, try saying I wish you helped me. Rather than telling you left the room messy, you can say I would have loved if you kept your room clean. You didn't finish your homework and you're still playing? Can be changed to I can see you enjoying your game, but I'm worried about your homework. Change the you statements to I statement and see how the magic works. Anticipate the conflict. It is important to resolve the issue, so do the same when you are calm. And if you don't resolve it, anticipate the conflict. You might end up getting angry for the same discussion later, and this could happen after days, weeks, or even months. As soon as you are thinking clearly, express your frustration in an assertive but non-confrontational way. State your concerns and needs clearly and directly without hurting others or trying to control them. Always rehearse what you say and most importantly, how you say it. You wouldn't want to fight for the same reason again, do you? Don't hold a grudge. When you hold grudge, you bring anger and bitterness into every relationship and new experience. You might end up being depressed or anxious. Forgiveness is a powerful tool. If you allow anger and other negative feelings to crowd out positive feelings, you might find yourself swallowed up by your own bitterness or sense of injustice. But if you can forgive someone who angered you, you might both learn from the situation and strengthen your relationship. And there could be times where you can't forgive. At least we can practice empathy and try seeing the situation from the other person's point of view. Forgive others not because they deserve forgiveness, but you deserve inner peace. So take control of anger before it controls you. Good luck.